Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you? We got some work to do now. Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you? We need some help from you now. Come on, Scooby-Doo, I see you, pretending you got a sliver. You're not fooling me, 'cause I can see the way you shake and shiver. You know we got a mystery to solve, so Scooby-Doo, be ready for your act. Don't hold back, and Scooby-Doo, if you come through, you're gonna have yourself a Scooby snack. Scooby-Dooby-Doo, here are you. You're ready and you're willing. Yes, we can count on you, Scooby-Doo. I know we'll catch that feeling.
Okay, getting back at it again here. Well, something I had to address on the Facebook thing. And once again, somebody brought up the old thing. Anyone's saying Star Trek is so hard to canon. Oh, this James R. Kirk thing. Okay. I had to do a little digging on memory. I'll get some specifics, but somehow it was the pilot wasn't. It goes a little more deeper. Okay. Where No Man Has Gone Before was filmed, started production the 19th of July, 1965, 1 week after my first birthday, and ran for 8 days. And it was including a attack by a swarm of pissed off bees up on the top of the soundstage. And Shatner got stung close to the eye. It was not fun. They didn't like the hot lights and stuff. This is it was the old Culver City lot. I think it's probably condos now. But it was like old lot. These things weren't even properly soundproofed. I think old sound. It wasn't even sound stage. It was just stages. And that's why it's okay. We start production. We're moving over to Melrose. That's where they from then on. But it's that was July of '65 when they made When No Man's Gone Before. They didn't even start writing the Corbomite Maneuver, first episode, until March of '66. And began production in May. That's a long time to forget you had a throwaway detail on a prop on a pilot you weren't 100% sure is necessarily going to sell anyway. I had to put this in response on Facebook. And also, to the best of my recollection, for most of that season, he didn't identify as James. It was just Captain James Kirk. He didn't get the T until Gene Coon came on about midway through the first season. And I think that carried over from he brought it from the Wild Wild West. I think he wrote the pilot. And the introduction of that, it's a fascinating. You should go back and check it out because it sets up everything. West cover story and everything, but he's introduced Captain James T. West. The backstory with some kind of traitor thing and over them, but that was his cover in the Secret Service. But that also dovetails in nicely with an unsold pilot of Roddenberry's APO 924. And the lead character in that was a Army officer, it might have even been a captain, James T. Irvine. And also had a couple of characters, a B-17 pilot, a captain named Pike, I didn't catch the first name, and a PT boat commander named Edward Jellicoe. They did some deep diving when they did chains of command. It's like we're getting a name for the captain. It's like, hey, how about this? Because that's just odd enough. It's like, no, they did not just pull that out of thin air. It's like that, They went through Roddenberry's notes. Major may have provided that. Who knows? But yeah, it's like nearly a year between the two productions. A lot of things going on there. They got bigger things to worry about than make sure that they get the middle initial right. Okay. And again, it also go back to the Lieutenant William T. Rice. And middle name was Tiberius, so that's a holdover too. But it's kind of an inside baseball thing. Oh, so we're going to get a grip, okay? Middle initial, and Roddenberry later turned that into, well, that just shows that through all of Gary's power, he wasn't omnipotent. He still made mistakes. And they addressed that nicely in Sergeant Continues. When because it ties back to Gary a bit because Yeoman Smith, and the rest, yeah, he couldn't even remember on original initial. But okay, let's go ahead and get into the game here. We are one level away from finishing out the battle pass. So the 199, just got one more time, and I'll get that bound. Let's take a no big shakes in the quest here. But let's take a look at the shop. I haven't looked at the shop yet. And now that I have resources here, it's too out of range. There we go. Now I gotta think of bug spray over here. Let them get a little further away from the ships of the line camp. Now, in personal accomplishment, I managed to get the stereo in the position I want. May not sound like much, but it's one of those things. Again, I'm pretty sure I got my own little low-level PTSD thing going on here. Getting the stereo in position and plugged in and speakers put up, that's a part of actually moving in now and not just letting stuff pile up to be thrown out again. It's like after stop making a stand. Okay, no, we are staying. I'm setting up the stereo. Okay, I got it, there, and a couple of speakers plugged in, and I could turn it on and play the radio right now. Okay. These are appropriately creepy. Yeah, and it goes. Let's get back up top here. Get up there. Yeah, this new thing is like Huggy Wuggy. I don't know this game. I don't think I want to know this game. Okay, like I said, it's not my thing. Look at this. These kids system of Five Nights at Freddy's. It's like, why would I want to put myself through that? And this other thing, no, I got better things to do with my time. Here we got all these guys and that. I don't think so. Got the Scooby Gang still hanging out. I might have heard Daphne having a blast on a Blake before, but Velma Dink, there was a story point, one thing they did in the later series. Because he was researching her Scottish heritage. Named Dinkley. Fred, I never knew his name was Jones, and same thing with Shaggy. Okay. Yeah, we'll move on here. Oh, and the picture for the Dodgers is back. Okay, whatever. Yeah. And a bunch of these things. Nope. These guys are hanging on a while longer. We got that. Doja Cat. More of the battle ready stuff here. No idea. No freaking clue. No Marvel thing this time around. And yes, I'm aware I'm talking to the rerun crowd now because nobody's watching. Such is life. So let's recap. Yeah, I don't think so. Get out of that. See, here's what we're looking at here. One level left. That's all I got to do, level up one time. Get that guy, and I'll call the battle pass a success. Actually, look at that again. There's the music pass. What's anything left on that? Yeah, I got 2 more things on that, but and that's gonna be 6 more levels unlock anyway, and I don't care. So that's where we're after there. So let's go ahead and just get in here. Oh, before I forget, get the chat window up here so anybody jumps in. We also had to do a bit of a rethink on the calls for Indy to get the pregnancy test. She still needs to do it, but it's like things to keep in mind, though, because one, if she's had her period, and it's about that time of the month usually, when she tends to get it, so that could be the whole thing. Then it's totally irrelevant. But if she hasn't, there's still a question of, is it because the pill is doing its job or because she's actually pregnant? And the thing is, the hormones are such, it could come back with a false positive of saying she's pregnant because, remember what they read in the urine test on figuring the hormone levels. So if that comes back positive, well, it could be because she's actually pregnant, or it could be because the pill's doing its thing. Follow it up with an ultrasound. And get it at the clinic. Don't go to freaking Planned Parenthood. Go to the clinic, because if there is something growing in there, I think it earns the right to have you look at it first before you make a decision. That's one thing Planned Parenthood said. They won't let you see the ultrasound. Don't get a look at the ultrasound. Take a look at it. Basically, look that little kid in the face before you decide to kill it. Informed consent, all concerned. Make sure you actually know what the hell it is you're doing. It's not all theoretical. Let the reality slap you in the fucking face. It's a part of being a grown-up. And the one hand you want to go on about, I'm 30 years old. Yeah, and you're acting like you're 15, okay? I'm sorry, sweetheart, but as much as I clearly would like to, join you in perpetual adolescence, there are certain things where, rubber hits the road. And again, that's like, let's say, boom, worst case scenario, really are pregnant. I'm not saying one thing or the other. I can see a cogent argument for either way. And I'm not even sure I want to make an argument on one side or the other because circumstances are such. It's like, hey. Whoop. Something didn't work. You know, and urging thorough discussion of the issue, not just knee jerk. Oh, give me the click. No, let's talk about this here. Because the issue would go beyond just, you know, your ability to conceive and deliver. And also, you know, you think you're going to adopt? Really? You look at your record and think they're going to trust you in an adoption? I think there could be very good arguments like the only way you're getting a kid is to grow your own. Oh, whoops, shit, motherfucker. Yeah. Typical. Surprised I lasted that. Ah, shut the fuck up, you weasel dick. Okay, let's do it this way just to make sure that, you know, the stupid game is actually loaded and running up to snuff here. And again, all kinds of factors there, you know. It's like, is this partner of yours ready to be a father from the get-go with all the ugliness and stuff, you know, stuff that goes, you know, into it? Well, you don't have to. You don't get to skip, you know, all the issues of delivering and them early, you know, 2 a.m. feedings and diaper changes and everything. And dealing with you as you recover from after having passed a watermelon between your out of your cooch, you know. Like, yeah, it'll go back to what it was. You're gonna have a fitness freak on that front. It'll be back, you know. But it'll be a little while, you know. Like that, what he signed up for? Or was he signed up for, you know, a trans man who was never going to deal with little babies? And there's just the fact that, you know, I mean, even women just taking pills normally, sometimes it doesn't work. And they wind up getting pregnant. Well, they're not having to deal with fucked up hormones to begin with. There you are. Oh, come on. There. I don't know. Grab it just for nobody else does. No, I didn't grab it. I grabbed the freaking shockwave one. Okay. Now again, on the larger issue of do I think you'd abuse it? No, I think you'd be fine as a mother. All things considered. I think your instincts with the bops is enough there. I think you'd be fine as a mother. And I think it might be a little extra sensitive to make sure that if it happens to them, that happened to you. God forbid somebody even tried something. Let's see a side of you that nobody should see. Let's just say that the next fundraising thing would be for your bail money, because somebody would be hurting, and it wouldn't. I'm no problems worried about that. I think you'd be fine on that score. Just a question of how much support you would have. How committed to you is this guy? And also, just the simple fact of getting pregnant and giving birth, that's as much a female thing. That is the end all be all of being a woman that you will find. Conceiving and giving birth. There is no male equivalent to that. The closest a guy will come to that is like building a building or something else. Hey, I built that. Yeah. Woman never just point to the kid. Hey. Like to think her parents would step up. But again, I don't know your parents, so I really can't talk to that. So. They sure didn't seem to be all that concerned when one say, "Hey, help me save your daughter." Didn't really get much back on that front. Motherfucker. If it wasn't locking up on me, I might have pulled that off. Try that again. And as far as what would that do to your brand in the meantime, pregnancy porn is a thing. Has been forever. You probably got a much better, grade of fan that way too. As weird as it may seem. Again, first things first, find out, make sure. Using up to go ahead and run through the little experiment. What happened? Suppose you do get pregnant. What are you going to do then? I mean, seriously, think about it though. Don't just we're pregnant. Really, just think about it. You go down to the clinic, they do an ultrasound, and you see a little. It's no longer just a little lump of little blobby thing. It's that you can identifiable as a embryo, arms, legs that can maybe be able to tell the gender. An explanation that at your age and your condition, this might be your one shot. Because technically, you'd be considered a geriatric pregnancy at 30. Needs a little extra caution you need to know with. Which then brings the question. It's like, you said you want kids. You just don't want to give birth to them. Well, guess what? This may be a one shot that you get one. All right. Want that. Okay. Get your ass back over to the mainland. Dipshit. Come on. Damn it. Okay. Really? Stop that. God. All right. It's gonna be snacks. I was about to check out what's up here. I know that ours, Rosetta was here. Actually, it is probably healthier to have a baby, a little later than than in your early 20s, but it's a narrow window there. Teens, early 20s, you get problems there, but you also tend to get problems later in life too. Oh, there we go. That's. Give me that back. Nope, already. So yeah, I think this joint's already been gone through. Time to go. No, we're not doing it this time. Out of time. Any chance of a check up here? Yeah, they did. They didn't leave anything. Yeah. Yeah, that would not have been a good shortcut. Yep. And yeah, we're going to skip town here. Bye. Whoop, there we go. Stop that. Do not have a lot of time here. All right. There we go. I was about to say, give me a minigun. All right. All right. I got all the shields I need. Got decent let out. Good. Oh, there's Marsh. A small target. I know I got the level up, so I got the battle pass finished. Now to get in a decent game. Already got a no. No. Okay, we're done. Time to go somewhere else. Okay. Let me take out this Carver guy again. He's up here. I think he is. Or not. I think it's time we got loaded. Get out of here. Eye is getting better, but yeah. So it's basically cleanup time here. Anything up here? the hell's asshole? Who's the meddling little fucker? Give me that. Nope. Oh, we got 100 rounds left. You who the hell, bitch? Cunt! There's this Boba Fett no left. Asshole. I'm doing what I can there. Oh. Okay. Let's go ahead and wrap us up here. Okay, so we got that out of the way. So at this point, we got the dailies too. Okay. Like nothing in the store there. The daily, weekly. Well, I tried. Okay. Enough of all this nonsense. But at this point, I got all the battle pass shit, so it's grinding out this time. Oh. Two people watching, apparently both on my X. Bro. It's showing a YouTube comment. What is it? Okay. Okay. I think I said all I need to say about Indy and her possibility that her reproductive organs may actually be put to use, whether she likes it or not. Anything else I will save until, actually needs to be said. Because again, a lot of thing. In the event she's actually hard appeared, then it's all irrelevant, and go back to our respective corners. But I think the fact that the issue has to even be brought up in the first place should speak volumes right there. I think we're going to go over here. Just from the standpoint of those pills are not doing what you think they are. All right, better get some shields in here now. There we go. I like it when I can just be the calm, cool assassin there. Yeah, shoot all you want, asshole. You're not hitting a damn thing. Pardon me while I reload. Yeah, I think actually, no. Might come in handy. A couple of those. And a few too many times I've really been needing some cover. Go ahead and do some shopping. All right. I'll see if I can do better this time with it. Oh, there's one. It's going to be interesting is when the Simpsons little mini season hits. Did I already go through here? I think I already did. What do we got over here? Yeah. I like my Mark 7. And whee! Okay. Well, this is convenient. See how long that stays up. Come on. Don't be going, where am I now? Yep, someone got it. Yeah, that can pull that kind of maneuver out. That's fun. You asshole. Get that out of the way. All right. Let's get back in here. Still 2 people on X, nobody on YouTube, apparently, if this count is to be believed. Okay. We'll do this again here. Yeah, looks like this replace another. Okay, so I storms in full health. Still haven't watched that yet. Okay. So we can pull that off. Kind of hoping that, getting the stereo at least tentatively set up and where I want it, because I took all the part of where I'm going to put this damn thing, because there's so much crap in there. Okay. Now it's starting to take form, It should help at least my attitude about it. And actually getting up and doing something. Oh my God. Once again, here we go. All right, where are we here? Colorado is opening up a couple of late-term abortion clinics that will abort babies up to 34 weeks. And so it's some pictures of some babies born at 34 weeks, which are essentially full term. That is not abortion, that is infanticide. So this very quickly. If you were ending the life of a full-term baby, a full-term fetus, it is not healthcare. It is not my body, my choice. You are committing murder. If that kid is viable and can live outside the womb, then deliver early and put it for adoption. Okay, let's get the other half of the equation here. We'll be leaving now. Good to actually get some shields here. Where are we going? That way. You want to follow things like, get that ultrasound, at least, looks at, embryo in the face before you decide to do anything. This is a case of this kid doesn't even need to be in there anymore. You barely qualify as a preemie at that point, 34 weeks. I think that is full term. And I think it's a case of the influx of Californians that have infiltrated this place of trying to push it for much as they can while they can, because the rest of the population is starting to wake up. And they're sick and tired of weirdos from Denver and Boulder ruling the entire state. It's gotten ridiculous. been a pain in the ass for decades anyway, but now it's like, forget it. No, this is enough. Ooh, car. Actually, close enough. I'm going to let a car. Yeah, it's good. Well, that's what this is now? Yeah, and the other one's still up there. And the crazy people living up there. Stop that. Oh boy. Oh, what the hell? I'll live forever? Yeah. Bitch. That's all right. Eating your Scooby snacks. No rockets. That sucks. Bye. If they want to piss them off, steal their car. Okay, and someone's got a minigun. Okay, let's get down here and plot a bit. So, still have barely seen Doja Cat at all. I mean, I used to do that, but I need some rockets first. Okay. Nope, not doing well. Hold on. 300? No, that's too far out. Gonna be in a storm too soon. Only got one rocket in it. Damn it. Go around this thing? Now. Let's see, what do we got over here? Let's see, I prefer to be able to get the rounds on the target. Although I can upgrade to a better version of the same thing, great. Put that out again. I like the Mark 7. Okay. Decent rate of fire. It got a very good scope. Almost. Almost broke the shield. All right. Let's get back to the lobby here. Okay, I'm gonna be in for an hour here. Anything going on the chat here? Not really. Okay. All right. Well, the main thing is I got that one level, so I'm done with that. Let's see. No. Let's see. See what's going on in Blitz. Not necessarily want to hit this soon, but you know. Well, there's really not much point going on here. No, I'm gonna do my Mandel. I'm gonna do it pretty much like this. I've got a old Czechoslovakian army cape, perfect for this. And again, I got the helmet sitting back here. So I'm gonna start sanding the hell out of that and priming and get it painted, and find that piece of scrap plexi, form that in there. We got a lot of time with the blow dryer and that, heating that thing up. And then I've got, patterns in here for forming armor out of like foam, packing foam. Get that all put together. And see about hooking up with a Mandalorian mercs and see. Oh, that was quick. All right. Just let me get out of here. Come on. It's gonna be a problem, child, huh? I'd like to get the balloon. Thank you. All right. Yeah. No, I like my collateral damage. Whoopsie. Got off fast as storm goes. Is that the new POI? I'm not going to go with it yet. No, I don't like that. Give me that. Who the hell shooting at me? All right, it's just good. Come on. Well, yes. Come on, Andy Warhol. There we go. There. Come on, you fucker. Bitch. Let me see if I can look at the map here real quick. Yeah. Road Mega City, Android Park, yeah. Slap Factory. Brutal Boy. Yeah, that's, I think, the new one. Yeah. Okay. So we did that. There's stuff leaked out about the new Simpsons thing and the map. I think that's too small a map for a battle royale map. It's either Blitz or Reload. Yeah, I think we'll get back to that. And actually, I think we'll also wrap it at that point. I've got everything to do here, so. And I got her to go to rant about Indy and what she needs to do. And again, no judgment on this because I can see an argument either way in her situation. Like Rush always used to say, I am pro-choice. I just prefer the choice as life. But, you know. Then again, her circumstances, I can see a situation where it's, But if it's purely a case of, not wanting to mess with the body, I'd point you to Anna, that Star Wars girl. She's had a baby, a very problematic pregnancy, too. She very nearly died, but you got her ass back in shape in no time. It's ridiculous. And Indy used to be a fitness model. I think you know how to do this. Okay. Anyway, then again, assuming she's even pregnant. If she's got a period right then, that's all irrelevant, and we go back to her corner. So, well, leave it at that. And I think I talked enough about it. I'm gonna throw this into the indie playlist while I'm at it too. So we'll talk at you later.
That's all, folks.